Part ones, you're more amazing than you realize because you know that there's a time and a place for everything. You understand that sometimes the past is the past and that's just what it is. You leave it there. You don't tend to bring on baggage, burdens, different things like that with you. You know that if you went through something in the past, it's for your greater good. You have an optimistic mindset, but you also have this mindset where you have to be strong for other people. So this is why you're amazing because you tend to take on a lot of high pressured positions or just situations in life and you handle them very well. You know how to train people how to be by just modeling behavior. You're a great example of modeled behavior, no matter what it is. It could just be simply in your neighborhood. Maybe you just always are on point with taking out your trash on the right nights. I don't know. I get something like simple, but it makes a big difference, right? Also, you have a very youthful energy to you. You're responsible, but you still know how to have fun. You still know how to be lighthearted, not make people, what's the word I want to say? Feel uncomfortable, I guess I could say. I'm trying to see if I can make these cards look better. Yeah, you know how to make people feel comfortable in their own skin, even if it's something to do with you not putting so much pressure on them as you do yourself. Like, you know how sometimes people tend to project? You don't project, Power Ones. This is magnetic because people see the way you are with yourself. They expect you to like be like a drill sergeant on them, and you're not like that at all. You're more so the type of person, excuse me, it's like, oh, if you like it, I love it. Like you have this real, I don't want to say delayed, but it is something where you're not closely attached to outcomes of other people. And it's not because you don't care, but it's just like you don't care enough to address it. You don't care to be the person to motivate somebody and get them in a better position than what they want for themselves. You know, there's times where we plant seeds and there's other times where it's like, whatever. You also don't have the same mindset about like what a legacy is as other people do. And this is amazing because you tend to believe that the community and the neighborhood that you're in, this is the legacy that we leave. The way you treat people, that's the legacy that we leave. It's a certain ideology that you have and you carry on with you and you display this energy and the actions of that ideology, value system, whatever it is. And people respect it heavily because they know, excuse me, for all the things that you do, you can easily be the complete opposite of the type of person that you are. You could also be the type of person that takes on this authoritative, would it be, anyway, yeah, like this more authoritative, head honcho type of energy, and you're not like that at all. It's sometimes where people hear your name and hear about you before they meet you, and once they meet you, they're like, wow, I would have never guessed that you would be so and so because you're like completely different than how everybody makes you out to be. And then you have like this energy where you'll probably like roll your eyes and be like, yeah, everybody says different things about me. Like I am crazy, but you know, I have my reasons. Like something like that. I get a vibe of y'all like kind of like the main character of a movie that was in the 90s, 2000s. Excuse me. You do want to wait for the right people to come around you. You understand that not all family is reliable or good or strong bonded family. It's something where in your childhood and your teenage years, like you got a real dose of reality through watching your family or seeing how your family treated you once you went through a certain position, situation, something of that sort. I'm getting a vibe of because I got two childlike cards here, and the Four of Cups is telling me like a rejection vibe. It's not giving like a meditative vibe. It's giving rejection. It's giving like that's something I don't want. Maybe there's a level of you completely transforming yourself from what you were as a kid or like a young teen to now being an adult. So this is something that makes you so amazing to people because you took your life in your own hands and you changed it for the better. And you never slipped up, you never backtracked, you never did anything different other than what you had going on to get you to where you are now. You have also made yourself become, I would say, like a viral fashion or trendsetter on social media, or even someone who, when you show up at the workplace, you have certain items on that people didn't realize could look so cool, and now you've started a whole trend. Like, just, I'm getting trendsetter vibes. So you're amazing because you don't realize you set trends, and you literally set trends. And people tend to give you your credit as well when you do this. So this is why you're even more amazing than you realize. I thought that I would be able to go like deeper, but this one's really cute. This is a cute one, Power One. So thank you so much for watching. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know if anything on this power resonated with you. Bye-bye. Power Tools, do y'all like to throw everybody's birthday parties, or are you the person to always get the cake, the card, the balloon, something like that? Like, you know how to make people feel special on their special day. I'm kind of hearing Pink Birthday by Nicki Minaj, but not necessarily all the like sexual aspects of the song, but just like how she says, I'll make you feel like it's your special day. So there's an energy of that going on with this pile, and that's why you're more amazing than you realize, because it's that small gesture that you do constantly with different people that makes you so amazing. And it's not that you have to do in order to be amazing for yourself or for others, but this is something that is amazing because with the role that you work in, some like your lifestyle, something of that sort, like you're not really able to either have the time or the finances to pour into other people, and you still do. You still make the time, or you still like scrape up the money to get things going for other people. And some people might feel like this is a waste, but for you, you know that birthdays are our own little holiday, our special days, and you go out of your way to make people feel special. There's a vibe too here where if you didn't or you weren't in something that was competitive, what am I saying? If you were in something that was competitive, or you are in something that's competitive, you're not a sore loser. You know how to let people win the game and just go harder the next time around if you and your team does lose. You know how to keep your poker face on. You're amazing because these things are hard to do in the realms and the aspects where you do them. You also like to, what's the word? You like to you like to let people have it. If you get into like a bickering thing with someone, and that doesn't even, this pile doesn't give that's your vibe ever. But like, say someone wants to debate you on something, that's a better word. Say someone wants to debate you on a specific topic. If you know exactly what you're talking about and they're constantly combating you, you go, you know what, you're right, you got it. And you just leave it alone, because you're not about to stress yourself out based off of them having a misunderstanding of a topic that you know a lot about, or you're extensive within. So that's important. Also, this group, this pile gives me community minded. You all always do what's greater and what's best for the general collective, not just for what's good for you right now. It's like what actually matters in the grand scheme of things, and in the ways that actually matter. Because every single little thing we do, we can't be perfect. Like, for instance, sometimes when we run the water when we're brushing our teeth, that's a small thing. I know it has a big impact if like 50,000 of us are doing it at the same time, which is probably the case. But still, that's a small thing compared to if you're the type to do that like maybe 2-3 times a week because you get a little unconscious of it, and then you go volunteer. So what's more impactful, me running the water or me taking time out of my schedule to make sure people that I don't know closely are good, you know? So that's a vibe. Let me get some water. I'm getting if it ain't about the money type of energy from y'all too. If it ain't about the money, don't be blowing me up. I ain't picking up. Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. But I get a vibe where it's like, when it comes to job offers, or maybe you all are a freelancer, entrepreneur, well, something like that, right? If people are trying to lowball you with prices, that is when you chuck your deuces. You do not mind. You don't play mind games with people. You don't play petty games. I don't have any sword cards in here for y'all. So y'all aren't the type of people that stay in your heads too much. You're more so of a thinker than a doer. You feel your feelings, but you don't allow them to cloud you. That you don't allow them to be the biggest thing that determines your next move. It's more like, this is either gonna work or it's not gonna work type of energy. Like, I'm gonna either do this or I'm not gonna do this. It's pretty black and white for you guys. I was just moving my mic. Hopefully that didn't sound bad, but it's pretty black and white for you all. Also, do you like to do auctions or lottery or something like that? It's something of that sort that even when you do the lotto and you win, you still make sure everybody that you were around is good, The store that you won at, you make sure you go back and spend like a cool little 100 in there, even if it's on things that you really don't need. Different stuff like that I'm getting a vibe of, because this pile is telling me, excuse me, y'all. This pile is telling me that you all have a bigger picture mindset, but you all know how to pay attention to the details as well. And it really surprises people when you present either your projects, your presentations, whatever it is that you have going on in your life. Like, I'm trying to figure out what exact area is this really pointing me to. And it's not one in particular, but these cards are saying that you're the type of person that really shows up and shows out, whether it's for yourself or for others, whether it's for your community or not. You could be the type of person that's like the spokesperson of your neighborhood, or maybe like you're a chairperson, or maybe this is something you should think about, like being a chairperson, being someone who matters within the community that you live in, because your mindset and your ideas are sharp and they're right. And so many other people will benefit from this and from you. And the reason why you're so amazing and this is coming through is because a lot of people don't have the mindset that you do. A lot of people don't know how to step up and actually showcase their ideas. A lot of people just talk pie in the sky. You're not like that. You execute. You do the things that you've thought about and you think about, and you know how to get other people on board and to understand your vision. So this is how you're amazing, Pile 2s. I hope this was helpful. I hope you like it. Let me know that you picked Pile 2, and let me know if anything resonated. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate y'all. Bye-bye. Pile 3s, you are more amazing than you even realize, because you know how to balance your spiritual with your ego. You understand that your ego does serve a purpose to you, and it's important for you to listen and be attentive to your ego. You just may not have to listen to it all the time or be attentive to it all the time, but you have created and found this beautiful balance within yourself. You are the type of person who really believes in or has a strong draw to either spirituality or religion. In a way that you view your spirituality or religion that you believe in is that this is an investment on yourself, your peace of mind, your lifestyle, your family, and the longevity of you being on this earth. You do have a strong understanding that protection is needed in this lifetime. Protection is something that is important for all of us to have, because at any given time there could be a spiritual, I don't want to say, a spiritual war happening. And most days in our lives, that is something that's happening. You have an understanding of this. You have an understanding of either the occult, spirituality, some type of ethereal information that isn't readily available to most people, but you have done your research and you have a better understanding of life. Your outlook of life is one of a wise person who has gone through a lot, experienced a lot, dealt with a lot of different personalities, attitudes from people. You have a great understanding of the type of person that you are in this lifetime and what you're here to do. You know that there's an aspect of you that has to teach people but still keep it moving. You can't stay in the same place for too long, because how then are you able to educate people? How then are you able to be the person that other people can tap into and learn from? It is so hot right now, and I don't know why. I cannot believe it's this hot, y'all. Oh my gosh, I just got so hot out of nowhere. So maybe some of y'all were or are hot-tempered along the way or with yourselves. Oh my gosh, I had to fan myself. My air is on and it's still not enough. Woof. Pile 3s, I don't know. Maybe you guys are hot tamales. Or maybe it's just me sitting under this light and now I'm like... Anyway, so the way I just got distracted, that tells me that y'all probably can be long-winded in conversation. But when you're doing this, people find this to be like so grand and amazing, because the things that you say aren't everyday conversations. It's information that people never heard before. And even though sometimes they may not agree with you, they can respect that you at least said what was on your mind, and something that necessarily isn't things that people talk about or can agree with easily. So you do have this mindset or this energy of really, oh my gosh, really taking yourself, taking life serious, but at the same time knowing that it's all part of the journey. It's all a part of the bigger, I want to say scheme of things. Yeah, we could say that, bigger scheme of things. With the Chariot and the Two of Wands too, you could be the type of person that's well traveled, and all of your traveling experiences and opportunities that you get. Maybe some of y'all do travel content. I don't know. That's just a random ass thought. But yeah, so there's a lot of like the travel that you do, the events in your life that occurred that are so interesting to other people. So when you start talking about it, it could be so passive, like, oh yeah, I just came from, I don't know, Stonehenge, or I just came from Turks and Caicos. That's not something crazy, but I'm just saying, like, you'll say it casually in conversation. And most people can't even get to these places because life is expensive. And if you don't have skill sets or an open mind to add on more streams of income for yourself, it is really hard, right? So life right now is hard, but you're over here flexing light, like, oh yeah, I just came from this place. Oh, I visit Canada yesterday. I just felt for like some poutine fries, so I went up there. Like, you know, little flexes like that. So that's a reason why you're amazing, because you surprise people with the things that you say and the things that you do, the things you have going on in your life. They are not typical. They are not normal. You are on another level, and people see this and know this by when they talk to you and they interact with you. I'm getting a strong vibe of somebody that just knows who they are on this realm and on a spiritual level. Like, you have a lot of protection. You have a lot of protection around you, and you're the type of person that anything that you do, you plan for the long haul. You're not in and out of anything because you understand that any time and effort that you put into something, it needs to be worthwhile. So since you have that type of outlook and understanding of life, you tend to have like chess moves planned out in your life. And once people see them play out, they're like, wow, I would have never guessed that's where they're going with it. So that's what I have for y'all, Power Threes. This is why you're more amazing than you even realize. I hope this was enjoyable. Tell me that you picked Power 3 and let me know if anything resonated. Subscribe to the channel, like this video if you are new here. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.